there.
Hi.
How are you?
I love looking at the pictures.
No, right? We need to refresh them. I was actually just looking at that. Some of those are a year old.
Yeah, yeah. It's good. It's good memory, memory look back and look at the things and it's great. All the
Yeah,
people.
it's so fun. I have been so fortunate to be inside some of our community partners in the last couple of weeks, and the comments resounding are always, "Oh, we know when your L shows up." And I always love that, right?
Yeah.
It was just something you and I picked randomly when
Mhm.
we started this, and it has become such a signature for us. And even as we've moved into Dayton, the L has just been, hey, when your L is there, we know that the ladies have arrived. And I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right, well, let's just jump in. We obviously are coming to our live a few weeks late. So, we have been so incredibly busy, not only as moms and all the things, but also we're out in the community doing so much. So, we're going to back them up kind of close to each other, but there's so much going on. So, let's start with we had our first ever member picnic. It was delightful.
It was delightful. And the what a great venue. The Medina VFW. I don't think I realized that pavilion area was back there. It's beautiful inside. I'm so grateful that we got an opportunity to use that.
Yeah, huge shout out to Medina VFW. They've been one of our supporters from the very beginning. Obviously, we spend a lot of time together. They're one of the kind of staples at Ohio Western. But they are the mutual support. You know, we give forward, they're giving forward. They hosted us for the day. Becky can't play cornhole, y'all. She don't have no aim.
It was short. The boards were short.
It was
so mad. My 12-year-old was so mad at me. She was like, I want to.
It was so fun to see our ladies out there playing cornhole, just having a good time, seeing our families out there. Shout out to all the guys and my very upset husband that he grilled all day. But it was just a great time and a relief of the weight that we all carry at the cemetery, but being out and having a good time. So we will definitely continue that tradition. Thank you to those of you who suggested that we needed a summer outing. It was a great time and I'm super appreciative that we did it. So if you are a member of Ohio Western Reserve Ladies, the board and officers hosted that event. And all you have to do next year is sign up that you're coming and bringing your family. It was great that everybody participated and brought a side dish and whatnot, but we hosted you all. So I hope everybody comes again next year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right, let's run through the list here because there's so much on here. Becky, I don't know if it struck you the way it struck me, but it's going to be 25 years for the anniversary of 9/11, and we are going to be doing Carry the Load as a part of that memoriam.
I just had a conversation with my director because she's having like an offsite leadership retreat for us on 9/11. And she was like, oh, I know that might be cringe. And I texted her, and I'm the kind of the military one of the group, and said, hey, I think it's great. And she goes, you don't think it's in taste? I said, we thought the world stopped spinning for a minute that morning, but we're here to prove that it didn't, right? Like that's the whole point of remembering and moving forward. So, and she made the comment that it was 25 years, and I can't believe that much time has passed. First of all, I'm not old enough for that to have been 25 years ago. Let's be honest.
Well, and I think it's interesting because it drove a generation, you included, of people to military service.
Yeah.
And we work with that generation. We've seen some of the families of that generation driven to military service. And so it really is a moment where when we go on Saturday to work with Carry the Load and to do headstone cleaning, it really is a instrumental time for us to be at the cemetery. And I'm desperately looking forward to it. If you haven't signed up to be a part of Carry the Load, that will be happening at all the national cemeteries across the NCA. But we are hosting it at Ohio Western. please get on and sign up on our Sign Up Genius. Barb has done a lovely job managing Sign Up Genius and making sure that we're good to go. We'll be meeting at the main flagpole at 10 a.m., just like we've done in years past where headstone cleaning has been a little bit smaller. Buckets and brushes, it's best if you bring your own. We will not be using soap on the headstones so that we don't degrade any of the headstones. We will be providing water for scrubbing, not water for drinking. But bring your young people. This is a great teachable moment. And we will continue to provide information as this comes out. So be sure to share this inside your communities, things like that. I think we are going to see this weekend begin to develop a little bit more as we all come to terms with the fact that it's been 25 years. I was having babies. It's a different realization for all of us.
Right, that's what I told my director. I said I was 21 years old, and it was the beginning of me trying to figuring out that I could do hard things, and that turned to define me as an adult. It really did. And even those who didn't serve, that were home and went through that time, it changed our perspective. It brought us closer. And I think every year when we pause and remember, we feel that again. That's part of what makes it so great.
Yeah. So we do have a couple of other things. I'll be posting them on social media. We have a great resource coming to Cleveland called Modern Warrior Live. I think, Becky, you were with me when we first heard about Modern Warrior Live, and that works with veterans and their stories. They are doing a special 9/11 segment. So if you would like tickets to that show, I have some free tickets. So if you are a first responder or a veteran and would like to see that, it's launching its 9/11 show here in Cleveland. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And if you are a veteran or first responder and would like to attend that show, and you are a veteran or first responder, that's the key part, and you would like free tickets to that show, please let me know and I'll be sure to make sure you get them. Okay, next thing on our list is Sadie Hawkins. This is coming so fast. Like, we've been in planning for this, but it's coming so fast. October 10th, Sadie Hawkins is at the Maps Museum. Huge shout out. We have so many great partners for this event. And shout out to our team who's been out again in the community, talking to our VFWs and our businesses that are always our tried and true supporters. We're going to go dance the night away and celebrate our veterans at this event. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. The venue is just, if you've not seen the Maps Museum, it is something to behold. The history that's there. You don't have to know anything about about aircrafts or any of that to appreciate what you're looking at. It's just neat. And, and then to be with, folks of the same mindset, and again, recognizing and celebrating veterans and that community, it's the good stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Theme.
Right. Get out your clapper dresses, get out your newsboy hats. I've heard some other really cool things that are the Roaring 20s themes. So I think we're going to see some great outfits. But if you don't have your tickets for this, if this isn't on your radar yet, all you have to do is get in touch with one of our board members or officers. You can get on our website, but there are 6-person and 10-person tables still available. I think we have 10-person tables. We might be close to being sold out on those. So make sure you get on, and we are a 501c3 if that helps you, and just come and celebrate. There's a hotel block, all the things. So, all right, let's talk about our salute team. We always take a little bit of time to talk about our salute team. They have crossed over the 1,000 service hour threshold. Ooh. And I know, right? Shout out those ladies, man. They're tried and true. And over 5,000 burials attended. And, when I'm speaking out in the community about this, it always gives people a moment of pause. Like, how is that possible? These ladies are there during the week in the worst weather. I posted some pictures when I was out there the other day. It was pouring rain. I was not properly dressed. I'm just going to tell you right now. I watched the weather and I was not properly dressed. But they're there, and it's a thing, And so if you're interested in being a part of this core component to our mission, which is no veteran buried alone, please reach out. Ohio Western Reserve Ladies at gmail.com. We are going to be doing an in-person training on next Saturday at the cemetery. If you haven't been through pre-training, we'll catch you up that day, but this will be in-person training. It'll be the final step to your training, and then we'll get you to a shadow day and moving on. our approved trainers will be there that day. These are ladies who we have touched on the shoulder and said, you are who we approve to be at training. There's a very concise amount of time. We don't let training drag on. This is what we know will prep you in the right way. And, Becky spends her time there. I spend my time there. We've been doing this and we know that it's the right way to go about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you and I had just had the conversation, both of us having gone recently and had that aha moment again. We've been, again, doing this, building the cemetery for, 4 years now. And
five, Becky.
5 years now.
I know.
And I texted Kat the last time I was there and I was like, I cried.
Yeah.
Cried again. It's like, this does not, and it's not that it gets easier. It is the honor. It is the emotion surrounding it. I'm not sorry about it, but I think it's incredible. It just, that it still makes that impact, and I'm proud to do it, proud to be a part of it. And if you want to joining the team, if you have questions, please, this is where you get all the information about what it actually looks like to actually participate in the services. It's not hard, right? Like, it's not physically demanding. We teach you how to take care of yourself both in that moment and afterward. But come check it out.
Yeah. And, I think the other thing, as I was speaking this week, just a couple days ago, these women have such a camaraderie in that team because they care for each other, because a long day of burials can sometimes have an emotional burden that you don't anticipate, right? We had a rough one the other day that was just odd. It wasn't rough for any other reason than, I pictured myself in that person's footprint, like it just was odd. And that team rallies around each other. And sometimes I think that community in and of itself is sometimes what we're all looking for. And so that salute team even has its own kind of core component. And in the group I was speaking to, you could just see like, wow, that's what we all want. And so we have these kind of little internal pockets inside our group, and then we have our group. And that salute team really has, they amaze me every day. I love it. So. Okay, so if you're interested in training for that team, the next place for you will be the 29th of this month. You can message us, Ohio Western Reserve Ladies at gmail.com, or message on any one of our platforms, and we'll get you hooked up with our coordinator for the day. All right, to our members, we have a fall meeting. We do an in-person meeting twice a year, spring and fall. Becky and I, when we were building this group, were very adamant. We are not here to have meetings. We are here for you to find a service, be of service, and be in the community. One of those meetings, though, is coming up. It's been on our event page for some time. We said it earlier in the year, so that date is September 15th. If you are interested in renewing or becoming a paid member, you can do that on our website. Membership is open, and we now have organizational membership. So if you're a VFW, AMVETS, Legion, DAV, Purple Heart, Elks, all the things, I'm sure I missed one and did not mean to offend. You can become an organizational member, and it will either give you access to certain levels or discount for your members when they become members. All the information is on our website. That will prep you for the meeting on September 15th. So be sure to check all that out. We make it super easy. We have some organizational members. They are awesome to us. So make sure you check all that out. But that fall meeting is where, again, that community of paid and unpaid members comes together. We talk about bylaws, what we're doing the next year, some of our capital outlay. You want to be a part of that conversation. And, usually we're adding chairs in the back of the room.
I was just going to ask that 9:15, that is going to be in person in Seville at the City Hall. Yeah.
Yes, correct. Mm-hmm. Yep. You got it.
And I will also give a PSA to everyone who changes their credit card number. Make sure you update that if you have a renewing membership.
Yes, I got a very funny email that Becky Clark canceled her membership. And I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, is there something I should know?
And I was like, how is that possible? New credit card. It went to run it again. And I was like, I have to hop on in there and get that updated. We had a good chuckle about that.
Yes, and we did also change some of the notifications. If you are on a renewing membership, you now get a notification that it will be billing. We got some feedback. We apologize that there was no prior notification, so we're working on that too. Okay, final salute. We have one coming up in October, so this is super early notification for some of you. October 21st, we'll do the second final salute of the year. This is where we do final honors for everyone who has come to the cemetery knowing no next of kin will be present, 3 p.m. at the cemetery. Let's talk about What the Ruck. All right, so What the Ruck is a new group on Facebook where we are supporting each other virtually in taking care of each other, taking care of ourselves. Becky and I talk very openly. Becky's much better with the analogy than I am. If you don't put the oxygen mask on yourself first, then you can't help others. We give so much in this group that our ladies have a tendency to almost give to the point of exhaustion. So this group is twofold. First of all, we're kind of all training for the ruck in November for revs, but also encouraging ourselves to, get up, get moving, some physical exercise every day. It's totally free. You can get on. Megan is really good about putting her ruck on and getting out into the public. I am much better about putting my ruck on and getting on the treadmill. So get on there, join the group, Healthy Habits, finding some other rucks that are out in the community. We do have a ruck in Cuyahoga County that's completely free. It's coming up on September 4th. Go out, go do the things. Becky wears horrible shoes every time she rucks. It's like a whole thing. She cannot help herself. It's like PTSD from the military. Those stupid boots have to go in the garbage. But come join us.
One of these days I'll learn.
Yes.
Maybe one of these days.
Yes, exactly. All right, so that's on there. Go on, jump on there, do all the things. Okay, we met with the ladies organizations across the country. This is something that Becky and I, as we were building Ohio Western Reserve Ladies, were kind of scratching our head hey, how do we get with all the other ladies organizations? And this was a couple years ago, I think. Well, because those other ladies organizations didn't meet. So we started, I want to say 3 years ago, we reached out to all of them and said, hey, can we have a call? So twice a year, we facilitate the call. We have people from Colorado, Texas, Pennsylvania, Florida, Arlington, and we all get together, talk about best practices. They are wonderful. We learn so much. And some of our core practices that we do here at Ohio Western that we're kind of known for come from that group. So shout out to those ladies. Shout out to women who don't recreate the wheel. God love them.
That's one of my favorite things. It wasn't done somewhere else, and it may not be perfect for us, but how can we adapt it? Sharing best practice, taking care of each other, supporting that community, and sharing ideas. That's what it's all about. Someday we'll have a conference. That's the goal, right?
100%. We want to be able to duplicate this and make it so that ladies everywhere feel empowered and can share best practices. But yes, so thank you so much to all those ladies. Some of them watch this live, so I just cannot be more appreciative for them who give their time and their ideas, and they educate us, and that's the best thing that we can always ask for. So, all right, ma'am, what did we miss?
Oh gosh, I've actually taken notes for myself, because now that once we talk about inviting everybody, I'm like, oh my gosh, so-and-so talked to me and said, let me know when the next quarterly salute is, or semi-annual salute. I want to go. So I have my own notes and takeaways, but I think that's everything.
All right. Well, we're just under 20 minutes. So I say we do this again on September 4th, and we'll kind of remind everybody of some of the important dates, but mark your calendar, invite some friends. We want this community to continue growing, and we're super appreciative for everybody. So, welcome.
Thanks all.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.